With the increasing concerns that WWDC of 2020 will be canceled or more likely in doubt, we're starting to get the first leaks and understandings of what the iOS 14 update will bring to our smart devices if you're in the Apple system. Let's take a look. What's up, everybody? Jose Ortiz here from PetRockMedia.com, back again with another video. And if this type of information excites you, interested, and so forth, and you just want to tech out and geek out, this is the channel for you. Hit that subscribe button, punch that bell icon so you will be notified each and every time we post videos or go live. So again, as I've talked about in previous videos, if you turn on the news, turn on even just the radio, TV, whatever, you're hearing a lot about this whole coronavirus outbreak, pandemic, epidemic, however you want to word it, whatever type of trigger word you want to use. It's out there, it's real, and now we're starting to see certain events canceled. South by Southwest was a big major one that was recently canceled for all events, and now we're hearing rumblings that WWDC of 2020 could potentially be in doubt. So now we're starting to get some rumors of iOS 14, the secrets that are being revealed, and what we should expect with the new iOS leak. Now, my information comes courtesy of computerworld.com, and I'm going to link that article down below. What we're looking at are new product hints that are inside the code that we're seeing for iOS 14. One of those is iPhone 9 and the fact that it will boast a Touch ID and Express Transit. But it also seems to show that a new iPad Pro will indeed feature the iPhone-like triple camera design. There's also mention of a brand new Apple TV remote, so we'll see if they go away from the real minimalistic version, see if they add any more buttons, see what they potentially add to it. Also within the code, it seems to confirm that the company's planned AirTags tracking devices are in there, so that could be something that potentially we can look forward to. Some new changes to the home screen. Some new enhancements on the home screen that will allegedly be included are options to see all apps in sortable list views, including a recent viewed apps, which is kind of cool. Smart Siri suggestions for apps to recommend solutions based on the time of day, your habit, location, and so forth. We've been seeing with previous iOS updates that they're starting to track or giving us the option to track our screen time, most used apps, and so forth. So this will just be probably another way for you to see that information in a more cleaner, aesthetically pleasing look. Now here's one that's kind of cool, and I'm hoping it gets legacy updates and not have to buy a brand new iPad Pro. And that is more multitasking. Now, right now, currently you have split view, which means you can get two apps. There's rumors based on the code for iOS 14 that you'll be able to have 4 apps on the screen at once. So that's going to be pretty cool if they're able to accomplish that. What this is being known as is App Switcher in the internal testing, and this will let you switch between different app switch modes within your iPad or within the iOS. Also, a new AR app for retail is apparently coming, augmented reality, for iOS 14. And it also appears that they're moving a lot towards gesture-based computing. Since the iOS, specifically iPads, are just set to be accessible for mouse support. Other things are potentially trackpads, which is what I made a previous video on, having a smart keyboard with a trackpad built in, obviously making that seamless connection between a mouse keyboard combination rather than have you buy an external mouse and access it through an accessibility feature. Apple appears to just be giving you that support, potentially locked though with only having a trackpad. So who knows, I'm trying to think like Apple does. Sometimes they do that. That's something to think about. Now, a cool feature that we might be getting for messages, iMessages, is the ability to potentially retract messages that you've sent, almost similar to an email. There's been times when you send an email that you had to change certain things recently, really quickly, so you're able to extract that and bring that back. Apparently, they plan on bringing that to iMessages as well. Another kind of cool one is that Siri is potentially going to be getting some new voices, so we'll see how that goes. More HomeKit updates if you are a big HomeKit user. I personally am not, but if you are one, there's said to be having some really smart video security, being able to track people's faces, things like that. Move lighting controls in HomeKit as well. You'll see the introduction of support for dynamic lighting control, which means your lighting can automatically reflect the brightness of the day, similar to kind of like what our phones can do right now. There's supposed to be some Apple Pencil improvements, courtesy of the API, the PencilKit API gains for handwriting text recognition apps. Now again, these are just some of the rumored potential items that we're going to be getting in the new iOS 14 when that does drop. It's not said when right now it'll ship. We don't really know the date. Previously, it's going to be compatible with the same devices that had iOS 13. So I'm here's hoping that the iPad Pro that I'm currently having right now will have that option, because I don't think I'll need that triple photography lens on the iPad, but we'll see how Apple goes. Usually they're pretty good at providing good legacy support, at least for a few models back. the old original iPad Pro may be cut from it. Who knows? We'll see. That about wraps up this video, guys. Just wanted to drop this new information for you on the potential iOS 14 little bits of information that could potentially drop when we do get iOS 14, or as we get continuously closer to WWDC 2020. If in fact it does happen, perhaps maybe Apple will just do a streamed event with no in-person reporters, bloggers, things like that. Who knows? That seems to be the way things are going right now. You're hearing it with basketball games. They're going to be playing games without fans inside. So who knows? Maybe they'll do something completely digital. Leave your comments down below on what you think will happen. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and punch that bell icon once again. It really does help support the channel. This is Jose Ortiz with PetRockMedia.com signing out. Peace.